G'day. I've bought a key. Now included in the price was this flotation device and an entire boat. Of course, buying a boat isn't just a case of finding one that you like and handing over a large wad of cash, as you will now discover. I'm in a bit of no man's land at the moment, but I need to go and see the boat. I could have seen it probably about 3 weeks ago. I was going to go and see it. I'd made an appointment, but it was only another 80 miles from where I was staying. I could have seen it, and then I would have known whether it's worth hanging on. You know, because at the moment it's on the website, it's available, but it only takes one person to make an offer, and bang, it says under offer, and then bang, it says awaiting survey, and bang, awaiting contracts, bang, sold. You know, so. And there's absolutely nothing else on the market at the moment. Mad. Right, so I'm going to go to bed now and watch a touch of frost. I do like touch of frost, I have to say. Well, since I spoke to you last time a couple of days ago, things have changed a bit now. It's now the 16th of April, and well, you could say today is the first day of the rest of my life. I've spoken to the broker near Northants and found out about the 45-foot boat with the traditional twin-cylinder engine in it, and it all sounds very good. It had a hull survey in 2015. It's now about 5 o'clock or thereabouts, and I'm on my way down to Crick. I'm going to find somewhere to stay overnight, and then I'll be seeing the boat tomorrow. Am I mad? I mean, it's inevitable, I think. If the boat turns out to be very good, I shall more than likely make an offer on it, and if it's accepted, I'll put a deposit on it, and the ball will start rolling there. I'm currently at Charnock Richard Services, which is about junction 28, 27, something like that on the M6. About another 140 miles to go to Crick, and I'll find somewhere to park up there. In the space of 3-4 weeks, I'll be on a boat. I've found a boat which I'd followed for some time, praying that nobody would buy it, put a deposit on it. And I went and saw it on Monday. Yesterday, Wednesday, the 19th, I phoned them up and I put a deposit on it, and I paid the deposit. And I've now, today, on the 20th, contacted a couple of surveyors to get a whole survey done. I've had a quote for insurance, which was amazing. It was about 178 quid a year. The plan is that in about 3 weeks' time, once the boat's surveyed, either I or the boatyard will black it. You know, I pay for it, and it go in the water, and I will basically go down in the camper van and take essentials with me, such as tools, bedding, clothing, guitar. A very nice boat, very nice indeed. And there you go. How you doing? It's update time. I can't remember the date of my last video, but it's now the 10th of May, and quite a lot's happened. Quite a lot of significant stuff has happened. Yep, so the survey's been done. I'm waiting for the report, which I'm told I will get tomorrow morning. I'm assuming that's by PDF. I'm supposed to get a printed copy as well. Hope it turns up by Friday, because Friday I'm leaving. Friday the 12th. Yeah. All the stuff's in the van pretty much. A few more little bits to put in there, but the van is pretty much loaded with all my worldly goods. I'm going to carry on down to Delamere, where I've booked 3 days at the campsite. So I'll be spending Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night, I think, where I'm going to completely and utterly unwind, because I need these 3 days. I'm just worn out. I have nothing more. I'm just totally and utterly knackered. Absolutely. The boat was lifted out on the Monday, and in the price of 168 quid you get a week on the hard standing, which is supposed to be enough time to have the boat surveyed, accepted, completed, paid, and all the sale completed, and pressure washed, and 2 coats of blacking, and anodes done or whatever, and then back in the water, all in the space of a week. Now, there's no way that can happen. I mean, it's Wednesday, and the surveyors said that they said there's only one thing, which turns out to be the least worrisome problem, which is that the boat sits a little bit lower than ideal in the water. It's called the freeboard, and it's basically the freeboard is how much above the water the first water entry point is. It could be a drain or water outlet for the sink or whatever. But the craft was built before the Recreational Craft Directive, RCD, when boats sat lower in the water anyway. There's corrosion in the stern tube bilge and the gas locker at the front. He says, but it passed the hammer test. Now, what that means, I have no idea, because 10 mil of steel, which is what the base plate is, if it's corroded down to 5 mil, it's going to pass a hammer test. So I've asked him to, expand on what he means by corroded. Does he mean just loose, flaky, or more kind of like holes, that kind of stuff? Big lumps of chunks falling off, because I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to buy it, because I need to see what this corrosion's all about. So that's where I am at the moment. No doubt there'll be another update on Friday when I'm going. It feels weird. It feels really weird. This is it. This is the moment I have waited a stunning amount of time for. 6 months of endless slog. I may have the occasional rose-tinted spectacles moment. Do I feel apprehensive? No. Am I looking forward to it? Absolutely. I am on my merry way. So, there we go. The van is absolutely ram-packed. Couldn't possibly get anything else in here. There's stuff up the top and everything. So, there we go. Updates later. 15th of May. And as you can see, I'm in the camper van. I'm now surrounded by all my stuff. Up there is all my stuff. Up there is, I've had to pull the upper bed thing out because it's loaded, it's jam-packed with all my stuff. There's a big box with all my stuff in it. There's my guitar amp there. There's 2 guitars up there. There's a box with all my stuff in it, my toolbox. There's a chainsaw down there, solar panel, there's a battery down there, leisure battery. I have to squeeze through this gap here. The front seat has got a sports holdall with all my clothes in it. There's a cardboard box down there full of stuff. A new quote. Pillows, there's boxes of stuff up there. So maybe by Wednesday, maybe Thursday latest, hopefully, I'll have bought a boat. And then I'll be able to get there, start moving some stuff on, and finally get on with it. I'll have a decent night's sleep, hopefully, on a decent mattress. I'll have some room to move about, because at the moment I keep banging my head on this board pulled out there, and yeah. So I mean, I couldn't live like this forever. It's very lonely. The van, while I'm on the subject, I believe one of the front wheel bearings is going, because I've got this humming noise all the way down the road. As soon as I get above 50, it's I mean, if needs be, I'll have to change the wheel bearing in the boatyard. I'm now officially homeless. I'm in a camper van with a potentially dodgy wheel bearing. It's worrying, it's quite upsetting. I mean, I feel myself. I feel like I'm going to have there's a big cry, a man sob on the way. Body shaking, jaw rattling man sobs, you know. The next couple of days, yeah, it's a funny thing. I mean, I'm in this boatyard and there's nobody around. I went to Yelvertoft first of all to see the boat, and I went in the waiting room, which was like a little library, and there was settees in a corner and other settees which I sat on, and there were these 4 old dears, and they're all sat there knitting away, clickety clackety clickety clack, and they're all yapping away. Oh, she did this, and oh, sister's a lesbian, and all that kind of stuff. And every now and again they'd be whisper, whisper, whisper. And I thought, I can hear you, you know, my ears work. Yours might not, but mine do. It's one of those things where you actually look forward to sleep at night. So yeah, it's 10 to 8. I think I've had a cup of tea. I think I might go to bed. And the way I feel, I'm going to go to sleep. There's no need for me whatsoever to wake up in the morning. So I'm going to have a nice lie-in. If I wake up early, I'll wake up early. Well, it's 25 to 2 on Tuesday the 16th of May. And I've had a very nice night's sleep. So I think, really, you know, I've seen the boat. And everything, there's nothing else really to think about. So I think I'm going to set myself a time that 2 o'clock I'm going to say, okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. I'm just watching some ducks on the canal. I do like ducks. So yeah, I'm going to do it. 2 o'clock. I've got just under 25 minutes, and I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go in there and say, right, let's go. Yeah, I have taken the plunge, as I said, at 2 o'clock I think it was. I've gone in there and I said, okie dokie, bit of dust, let's go for it. Yeah, so it's looking Thursday, or if not Friday. All the contracts will be drawn up, I'll sign, then it'll be sent, it'll be emailed to the client. That is the original hatch. Unfortunately, the the current owner thought that they could turn it into a sliding hatch if he hacked out a couple of bits. So on each corner it's been hacked out, so more than likely, if I can get some power, I shall fill that up with a bit of weld, which is a shame because that's the original colour. I mean, I should be able to get a match for this, which would be handy because I need to repaint the gunnels, and because they're peeling in places and it's that colour. So if I can find out what that colour is. The hinges have been cut off. There would have been like a foot there. So if I get access to some welding kit, I can get a piece of flat and just have a bit bent at the right height. That's saved me a monumental amount of work, and it's nice, it's all curved. The bottom is curved to match the roof. It's just absolutely spot on. So it's all going to be happening now. It's Tuesday, so I've got to wait tomorrow, and then hopefully Thursday, if not Friday. So it's going to be a boring few days, but then it will give me a good chance to recharge all my batteries. I mean, I had a really good sleep last night, so yeah, there you are. So by Thursday, Wednesday, I could be a lot poorer, money-wise, but a lot richer, quality of life-wise. Fingers crossed. Wednesday, the 17th of May, the day after the day before. If that makes sense. I this morning went to Rugby to find out where Screwfix was, and I bought some Hammerite Smooth Black, 3 2-inch paintbrushes, and oh, there we are, a scraper, so I can get on with the rust thing. Which brings me on to that today, Wednesday the 17th, I have received the contract, which I've now signed. Tomorrow, Thursday, 18th of May, it will be exactly 4 weeks since I put the deposit down on the boat. And I will be paying for it tomorrow. It's, as you can see, an absolutely miserable day. Utterly miserable. But am I miserable? No. There's still like the old trepidation, you know, but that's to be expected. I mean, I'm handing over a vast sum of money, an unbelievably vast sum of money. Well, as far as I'm concerned, anyway. Let's just wipe some more dust. Where's this dust come from? It's in a camera bag, and it just gathers dust. Aye, so another day in the van. It is now 5 to 2, 5 to 2, 5 to 2. And I'm going slightly mad, don't you know? I mean, what is the plan for when I get on the boat? The main plan is, I mean, depending on the time of day, but the main plan is to get on the boat, take in a few essentials like my clothes and my toiletry stuff, shoes, probably my guitar, make the bed up, and I'm just worn out, man. Narwhal, that one's for sale. That looks very nice, that Narwhal. Look at the rain. Look at it. See, look, the water's getting wet. Look at it. I like these ducks. You see them, like groups of them, or you know, couples. It's Thursday, the 18th of May. It's exactly 4 weeks since I put a deposit down, and I have just been and paid. I've handed over the grand sum of a large sum of money. And that was it. There was no real sort of like ceremony. Yeah, a bit of an anticlimax really. And 2 weeks later, here I am. I've been working away on my boat, and she's on the verge of going in the water. So next time I'll take you on a tour of the boat, and I'll see you then.